That's why it's important to have an income plan in writing, in black and white. It tells you that A, you're either going to have enough money, or B, you're not going to have enough money. And wouldn't you like to know either of those things before you retire? Wouldn't that be a good thing? You don't want to retire and find out you don't have enough in income from your lump sum to make it through life. So that's why it's important. Hello, everyone. This is Ron Corser with Cornerstone Retirement Partners. Welcome to today's program. We're going to talk about the number one goal for everybody who's thinking about retiring or just got into retiring. And sometimes it's a goal that some folks don't claim as a goal. And that simply is the number one goal in retirement is retirement income. Simple. It's not about a lump sum. It's not about how much you're going to inherit from your parents. It's not about, I hope this land that we bought 20 years ago keeps going up in value. It's about income. Mainly, here's the headline. How do I get enough income out of my life savings to maintain my lifestyle, to do the things I want to do, to have a little bit of fun, and to not worry every day about, is the market going up? Is the market going down? Is the market going sideways? Who knows? Because frankly, nobody really knows. So that's what we're going to talk about today, retirement income, the number one goal for anybody considering retirement and anybody who just got into retirement. So what do I mean by that? What's the difference between retirement planning and income planning? It really is kind of an interesting question. Retirement planning is about, oh man, when I retire, I want to go do this. I want to join a golf league. I want to go visit Europe. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to spoil my grandchildren. That's retirement planning. Retirement income planning is a totally different process. That's the process where you say, look, I got this wheelbarrow full of money. How in the world am I going to get income out of it that sustains my lifestyle for as long as I live? Very different ideas. So we're going to focus on this idea of retirement income planning. And if you have any questions, just go to our website, Cornerstone Retirement Partners. That's CORNERSTONE-RP.com. Today's program is on there. All our other programs are on our website. And if you have any questions or want to talk to us about anything specific that you have on the front part of your mind, just put your information in there. Or you can call us at Cornerstone Retirement Partners, 616-301-2581. That's 616-301-2581. I'm Ron Corser. You can ask for me. Our managing partner, Nolan Gosley, will reach out to you and help you with great information so you can make really good decisions for yourself and your family. So what do I mean about having to get continued income? You need it. You know, all of a sudden you stop working. You may have been planning on it for a while, and you got this lump sum. A lot of financial advisors focus on the lump sum, and there's nothing wrong with focusing on the lump sum that you're trying to accumulate while you're working. The difficult part is when you get a lump sum, the question becomes, okay, I don't have an income anymore from working at whatever industry or company I'm working for. Now what? I use this example with Peter here. I say, Peter, you told me you have $10 million saved up. I say, really good. And you asked me, can I retire? And my question is going to be, well, before I answer the question, can you retire? Here's the question I have of you. You've saved $10 million. Well done. How much money do you need every year coming in from your investments to maintain your subtle, modest lifestyle? And you tell me you need $1 million a year. So, okay, it's a simple math question. You have $10 million now. You need $1 million a year. Peter, unfortunately, I'm going to have to be honest with you and say, you don't have enough money to retire. And see, that's the dilemma that most people face. We have this lump sum, and we think the lump sum is sufficient, but we don't really know. That's why it's so important to work with advisors who will help you before you retire to get into that creating an income plan for you. That's what we do here at Cornerstone Retirements all the time with clients. particularly if we can reach you and talk with you and help you before retirement, as much as 2, 3, 4, even 5 years out. We can take a look at all the assets, all the things you've accumulated. How much income, cash flow will they generate? And put together a written income plan so you'll know where every dime is coming from. That will also ultimately tell you if you're going to be successful in retirement. Because here's the other piece. You need to have, and this is a 4-letter word, although there's 6 letters in it, you need to have some idea of a budget. What does that mean? Well, how much money do I need every year, every month coming into my checkbook to pay all my bills? We've already established that Peter needs $1 million a year. He's got to keep working. But see, part of what we do in the income planning issue is to say, let's take a look at everything you own. Let's take a look at how much cash flow it can generate, whether it's interest, dividends, capital gains, whatever, and figure out how we can meet your budget and maybe exceed it a little bit with income so that you can have the lifestyle that you always had without pulling back on it. So the key issue, number one, with your chunk of money is to figure out how much cash flow, how much income is it going to give you every month or every year, and what's your budget? What are you living on? Now, that's an interesting question, the budget, because we go through this with clients, and I ask them to keep track of things before we meet to do the planning, if they could keep track of how much they spend over, say, the next 90 days. This is a real example. I met a lady, she had 2 children under 18. She was a minister's wife, and he died. Fortunately, he had life insurance. He left her about $400,000. Not a small sum. That was good planning. And I asked her, I said, Teresa, if we start to figure out income, do you know how much money you need every month coming in to maintain your lifestyle, take care of your children, everything? And she said she thought so, and she gave me a number. And I said, would you do me a favor? She said she would need probably about $1,900 a month. I said, would you track everything? Every penny you spend, wherever you spend it for the next 90 days, we'll just let your life insurance sit in cash for a while. If you need some money, we'll send it to you. But let's do this for 90 days. We'll get back and figure out if we know what we're doing. So she did that. And she came back and said, I need about $2,600 a month. Why? She had 2 young children. She still had a mortgage, and she was a minister's wife. And they just don't have a lot of outside work experience. So she had to figure out what kind of work was she going to do and what kind of training she'd need to pay for to get that. Why do I bring this up? Why is this important? If we would have created an income plan based on $1,900, it would have failed. But because she knew how much she needed every month, we were able to create an income plan for her so that she got that money all the time. She could find the help she needed to take care of her kids, to pay her bills and things like that, and still go out and begin to create a career for herself. That's why it's important to have an income plan in writing, in black and white. It tells you that A, you're either going to have enough money, or B, you're not going to have enough money. And wouldn't you like to know either of those things before you retire? Wouldn't that be a good thing? You don't want to retire and find out you don't have enough in income from your lump sum to make it through life. So that's why it's important. If what I've talked about so far is important to you, give me a call. This is Ron Corser at Cornerstone Retirement Partners, 616-301-2581. That's 616-301-2581, or go to our website, www.cornerstone-rp.com. Put your information in there. We'll reach out to you and help you. Get the information you need to make really good decisions. Also, this program and all other programs are already on the website, so you can access them at your leisure and pick up some good information. So the difference between retirement planning and retirement income planning is profoundly different. Retirement planning, again, is just saying, well, when I retire, I want to take a trip around the world or go to the moon or spoil my grandkids or do whatever it is I want to do. Retirement income planning says, this is how much I've saved in my life. These are my assets. Let's figure out how much cash they can generate, meaning income, and put together a written plan that shows you every dime coming out of your investments, whether it's an IRA, non-IRA, whatever it is, going into your checkbook every month, so that you will have money to pay all your bills in your budget and maybe a little left over to enjoy retirement. So if this is important to you, because it's important to us if it's important to you, give us a call here at Cornerstone Retirement Partners, 616-301-2581. Or go to our website, www.cornerstone-rp.com. Put your information in there. We'll reach out to you and help you, and you will be better off after that help. Trust me, we've been doing this for 30-some years, and we've been able to help a lot of people. So thank you for listening to today's program. Bless you. Have a wonderful day.
Tune into Cornerstone Retirement Partners' full radio program, Your Course to Retirement, Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock at News Radio WOOD, or visit cornerstone-rp.com for many valuable resources, including those mentioned on this show and other great episodes of Your Course to Retirement.
The content of this radio show is provided for informational purposes only and is not a solicitation or recommendation of any investment strategy. You are encouraged to seek investment, tax, or legal advice from an independent professional advisor.
Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group is solely an indication that the financial advisor has attended training provided by Ed Slott and Company, passed biannual examinations on material covered at conferences and in webinars, and met other membership requirements, and does not constitute an endorsement of any kind. Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group members pay a fee for the educational programs that allow them to be included in the Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group. Membership does not guarantee investment success. Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance or broker-dealer services.
Advisory services offered through Brookstone Capital Management, a registered investment advisor.
Advisory clients are charged a quarterly fee for assets under management, while insurance products pay a commission, which may result in a conflict of interest regarding compensation.
Any investments and/or investment strategies mentioned involve risk, including the possible loss of principal. Any comments regarding safe and secure investments and guaranteed income streams refer only to fixed insurance products. They do not refer in any way to securities or investment advisory products. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals or growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes.